Right, welcome in Roofon and Fern. Would you like to tell us a bit about what this run's going to be like, and then get ready to get started?
Yeah, this is going to be Rust and Moss. It's a 2D Metroidvania centered around like a grapple hook mechanic. Um, and yeah, this is ending A, which is basically there's a couple different endings in the game. This one just requires you to get a certain 5 pieces of titanium before you can finish the game, which means we get to see a bit more of the game and defeat a few more bosses than the normal 90% would.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go on.
Yeah, it's a very movement-heavy Metroidvania. We're not going to see a lot of that initially. We're going to see a lot of bunny hopping.
Well, bunny hopping doesn't actually make you go faster. I just like doing it. Or it does if you already have speed, but it doesn't inherently make you go faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but,
with this game...
You go.
It's kind of unique in the sense that instead of a lot of upgrades, like most Metroidvanias have, you just naturally kind of get better at the movement, and that's the progression system, really. We are going to be doing a lot of somewhat advanced stuff as soon as we get the first movement item. If you want to kind of explain the momentum carrying.
Yeah, so, well, first of all, we equip the trinket. That one makes us do more damage when we're at full health. It's one of 2 trinkets we get in the run. But yeah, this game has a grappling hook. It is very physics-based, so you can build tension in the grapple hook by like pulling back against it, which will give you more speed when you go from it, which we'll use to skip the grapple hook tutorial. There's an intentional skip to skip the tutorial for the grappling hook. If you go out this right door at the start, you just have to build up speed first. Yeah, there's just a lot of ways that you can use the speed and carry a momentum with the grapple hook, which you'll see momentarily.
Yeah, the game is very intentionally breakable. It wants you...
Yeah. Also, one thing is we're on speedrun mode, so there's no cutscenes, which is why it might look like jarring that I suddenly have the grappling hook. There's not like a pickup animation. There are pickups. They're just not in speedrun mode. So
yeah, and here we're seeing the bee hopping to just blaze through that room. Also important note, it may not look like it, but the enemies do have contact damage. She's just
some of them do. Those floating ones don't.
Most of them do. Well, the floating ones don't, but the tank enemies, you saw her just kind of running past and jumping barely past. She's barely avoiding contact damage with them every time she does that. Which, especially in rooms you're doing bunny hopping for speed, is a not insignificant time loss.
Here we're getting into Acre Refinery early by doing a couple of tricky grapples. This allows us to get both the shotgun and rocket launcher early. I wait here to let that timer go down because otherwise I won't reset my spawn point, and I just iframe through this.
So this is interesting because it's not unintentional, but it's not intentional either. We're skipping an entire area. Well, we're not skipping it. We do go back to Factory Roof, I believe, but...
We go back to Factory Roof to kill, to beat Amelia later. Right now, this actually is diverging from any percent. Normally, any percent would get the shotgun first. I'm opting to get the rocket launcher first, because you have to go back to Acre Refinery to fight a boss there later anyways. But you can just go do it all in one trip. So, we're opting to get the rocket launcher first. Which does make going through this section a little bit harder, because the shotgun and rocket launcher give you knockback. You'll see once I get them, and which is why those are the first things we get, because it will allow us to enhance our movement even further.
Yeah, and fun fact about this area, we're not going to see her in this playthrough, unfortunately, but if you play the game casually, you probably saw a very large axolotl dragon. That is the first piece of concept art that was ever made for the game. Was a wood carving of that character.
Yeah, anyways, this is a little orb. It has a shield, so I can't damage it. I just have to run away and get through here. Heal here real quick, just so I don't die.
Yeah, this segment can be a little brutal if you do die, because the save points are very spaced out in this area.
No, it's actually right before that one.
Oh, like right okay. I must be thinking of a later part.
Yeah, I think so. We're about to get the rocket launcher here.
These little guys won't be much in the speedrun, but it is important to note they automatically grapple you, and you have to shoot them.
You have to shoot
make
them
you
to
let
get
go.
out, yeah. And we get the rocket launcher,
This is
which allows you to
going to be
rocket.
recognizable, yeah, to any TF2 fans.
Any
At
fake
this point,
fans?
the game,
Yeah, the game
yeah,
kind of
the
breaks
game
open with
cracks
this.
open. There's so many tricks and interactions with the rocket launcher. The speed you can build is insane. The height you can get is insane. And we're kind of seeing that a bit here. Yeah,
And we're
this
gonna make our way
thing-
back to Icar Refinery to go pick up the shotgun and beat our second boss, which is Lenore, which is also like the most annoying boss of the run, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, a huge benefit to Rusted Moss is there are damage upgrades in this game, but like, you're not exactly dealing no damage.
Yeah, especially with the
just
rocket
your
launcher.
starting That's new. Haven't seen that.
Yeah, I don't normally have rocket launcher for this fight. I made the swap to doing rocket launcher first, like honestly, just like yesterday because I realized it was faster and it's not a big deal to change it here. So I decided to make that swap because I thought, hey, it will be different than the other runs I've done for this game for marathons. So, slightly different.
Also,
route. It also might be faster. I'm not sure, but
fun rocket launcher fact: if you hit an enemy with it directly, it reloads faster than if you hit them indirectly or miss, to allow you to juggle enemies.
I actually didn't know that.
Yes, which is very prevalent in the
fun momentum
Rusted
check here.
Moss.
We charge up with the.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, we charge up.
Quiet, so you can get this.
Okay, apparently the game doesn't like me. There is a way to get up there with just the rocket launcher as well, and I might just do that because I have it. Just not.
Yeah, that
There
other
we go.
trick she was doing is a little hard.
Yeah, the other one's a little harder, but it looks cool, which is why I want to go for it.
But yeah, they made a Rusted Moss fighting game, which is when I first learned about this trick, because it's a lot more useful there than it is in the base game. But
And
it is
we get
just
the
the
shotgun.
same rocket launcher.
Shotgun allows us to do knockback in the air, so we can also chain it with the rocket launcher to get lots of speed.
Yeah, this is the most movement guns are going to give us.
You forgot
there is
the importance of what is it? Heavy bullets.
Oh, yeah,
There's
a
one
bullet
trick in the
upgrade.
game that gives you knockback when you fire your gun, just like with any gun. It's not a lot of knockback, but I have used it in randomizers for certain skips. But yeah, currently we're kind of in go mode now that we have the rocket launcher and shotgun. So we're just gonna go defeat the bosses we need to defeat to get the pieces to Titania and beat the game. The first boss we're gonna be beating for that is gonna be Lenore. Her whole gimmick is there's like a dark room and you have to hit these switches in order to be able to damage her. Having a bit of trouble with this enemy arena.
Yeah, you'll notice enemies healing.
Okay. And I will
A
say,
lot of-
if you're interested in the bosses, there is an incentive going on right now to do a boss rush mode. The boss rush mode has empower versions of the bosses as well. So not only are they like going through all the bosses, but they're also harder versions of them. So go ahead and try to hit that incentive. That will be after the run is done. So yeah.
Yeah, that would be really sick to see. It would be great to get to let you showcase
Plus,
that. So yeah,
it's
do
a
get
good
those
boss.
donations in.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We can see the boss rush and provide some support to Point of Pride as well, so they can continue the amazing work that they're doing. If now's an alright time, maybe I'll take a minute to talk about what some of that amazing work is, if that's alright.
Right now, we'll probably do it after we kill this boss.
All good.
This boss is... So once you turn off the light switches, the boss starts to bounce around. This is ideally, you juggle her in a corner, but it can kind of be pretty hard to get her in that position. So right now, we're just kind of chasing her.
Yeah.
Probably my least favorite boss in the game, unfortunately, but it's still kind of neat. She leaves these little goo around that if you stand it for too long, it'll damage you, same as the goo from earlier.
it's very funny in the lore. They always talk about Lenore as one of the stronger witches, and her fight is that she's a bouncy ball.
Okay, we need to navigate around this. Okay, next switch is up here.
And you can't use the same switch twice in a row,
Yeah.
which is... Otherwise, this fight would not be difficult at all.
No, I think this fight would still be kind of annoying if there was that. Anyways, yeah, you can go talk about Point of Pride now.
Thank you. Yeah. So one of the main things that Point of Pride does is their funding programs. They include such things as the Surgery Fund, which helps people afford gender-affirming surgery, the HRT Access Fund, which helps people afford their hormone replacement therapy, the Electrolysis Support Fund, which helps trans femme people in need of permanent hair removal services access those as well, and the Thrive Fund, which provides financial aid towards other gender-affirming needs such as prosthetics, fertility preservation, vocal training, medical tattooing, and other things like that. So all of the money that we're raising this Archiethon is going straight towards Point of Pride. The money goes directly to them, and it allows them to fund that amazing work they're doing and all of the other stuff that they do too. So yeah, if we can get that incentive met by the end of this run, not only will we get to see a bonus showcase that Roofon and Fern have worked on preparing for us, but also all the money raised for that is going towards a really great cause as well. So yeah, it'd be really awesome if we can get that met.
Yeah. Anyways, that was Amelia. That's the second boss in the game. Although we went from her... Normally you're supposed to go from the entrance, like there's a different entrance you have to go to. We went from behind. There's just kind of a teleporter that leads to factory roof from where we were. And that allows us to get our second piece of Titania. Up next is a boss that actually won't give us a piece of Titania. But you need to beat her in order to unlock. One, beating her puts her in a better position to fight the next boss we want to fight. And two, beating her unlocks her second fight later in the game, which does give us a piece of Titania. So that's our first phase.
Yeah.
She then leads up this goo here. So we have to grapple up.
Yeah, and this fight is interesting, because when they first released the Rusted Master mode, this was the final boss of it.
Also, you can grapple to her while she does this. You just die there. There's nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the giant death laser just does its job.
Yeah, the backtracking was to save the trip to Lenore. I didn't quite explain that, but yeah. Here we get the grenade. It like technically helps a little bit in boss fights, but not really. Like it's not super necessary.
So yeah, technically the grenade is needed to escape this area. However, if you have the rocket launcher, all the grenade doors can be broken with the rocket launcher.
Yeah, can use it to hit those switches a little bit easier, but otherwise grenade isn't used much except occasionally to damage bosses. But the grenade also uses your little mana meter, which is also used for healing, so which isn't too big a deal. Most of the bosses in the okay, sure. Some of the bosses can be a bit tricky in this game, so balancing that is a little important.
I'll say, my first playthrough, I forgot the grenade existed for multiple hours. Yeah, and this area is just like a little gauntlet.
Yeah, it's a little platforming gauntlet that's made a lot easier by having the shotgun and rocket launcher already. Usually, if you're doing like quote-unquote normal progression, you probably wouldn't have these yet.
Yeah, normal progression for this game, we have skipped a lot. Please do play this game normally.
No, you can play a game however, but that's the thing. That's the
well,
like, it opens up a lot. Like if you're able to do stuff, you can kind of explore at your own pace. It's very freeform in that sense.
The grenade is not required for the ending. You could skip grenade for any ending, I believe.
Yeah,
as long as
I could entirely skip the grenade there. The reason we go that way is because it opens up Maya 2 to get a piece of Titania, which you could get that piece of Titania from another boss. I think it's just like one of the decisions you hear in Smokestacks, which also has a boss that has one of the pieces of Titania. So there's that matter, and then
That was almost a really good save.
Yeah, this area is Golden Ridge. If anyone here has played Celeste, I'm not sure anyone here has. And I say that because it has wind in it, and no other reason. Oh my god. Floundering around a little bit here.
It has wind and very hard platforming. This is the only area in the game to have wind, which they do some unique stuff with. But otherwise, it's just really annoying when you're trying to go fast.
Yeah, the wind cycles are not very favorable in this game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was almost a very sick save.
I am doing. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're so back.
Ridge mission. Yeah, so these fairy enemies, if you hit them, they will get mad and hit you for like a solid 90% of your HP. Yeah, it's
like
a
4 damage.
lot.
Oh my god. I thought I was in a different room.
So they make fighting hard and they make platforming hard.
Yep. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So if you know, yeah, and then they put one in this arena.
Yeah, this one is very funny. No, stop.
Yeah, as you saw, briefly glow red there.
I like this room to stop. Thank you.
Yeah, they're like a Kaizo enemy.
I know.
It's so funny
speaking of things, this game has gotten a lot of speaking of Kaizo platform.
Yeah.
This game has gotten
the developers of this game have given several free updates where they've basically made Kaizo levels of their own video game.
There's an entire section called The Climb. It's some of the most fun and also insane platforming segments I've done in a game ever. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. When they were making this game, they made it as hard as they could be skill level wise.
Yeah.
And they thought it was super hard. And so when they released it and people just started destroying this game, they're like, well, if you're gonna be this good, we gotta make harder content.
Yeah. And they certainly delivered. But yeah, that's Elira? Oh my god, I can't remember. Alicia, yes. Okay, now we're back in Pipe. We're going to go to Gardens. And in Gardens we'll fight Maya 2. And then we head to Barrows. From Barrows we fight Voidworm, and then we go to Elflane to finish the game.
Yeah, we are really in go mode once we get the 2 upgrades we have.
Yep. We do get one more gun after beating Maya 2, which is the Bolt Dispenser. It's a machine gun. Doesn't help with platforming, but will help with a couple bosses.
Yeah. The damage on Bolt Dispenser is the highest in the game. I used to hate on Bolt Dispenser a lot, but
there
is
is
no reason
a
to.
skip here. I didn't get it. You can skip this boss, this enemy arena if you jump over it. Instead, we have to. And those enemies have a lot of health, so the way we're going to dispatch with them is instead to pop them up in the air and knock them in the pits here.
Yeah, let gravity take care of it for us.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, we haven't really
Sometimes
mentioned the lore of
a
this
little
game at
bit of
all,
jank
or
momentum.
why you're fighting robots and there's fairies.
If you want to explain that, go ahead.
Yeah,
I don't remember everything all the time.
In this game, there's a cycle between Age of Man and Age of Fairy, and men have been trying to delay the Age of Fairy through using iron machines, which the Fae are weak to, in shoving the Fae in robots as sources of power.
Yep, and I am a changeling. Currently I'm fighting against a human. This is Maya. She's my sister.
So yes, Fern is a changeling. Maya is her sister. She's not too happy about the whole, oh, you've been a fairy this whole time. Which is why she's shooting us with bullets.
Yep.
But we're trying to... The humans kind of disassembled, is what I'll say, the Fairy Queen. So we're trying to find her pieces and put her back together so the Age of Fairy can begin. That's a very brief rundown. Once again, please do play this game. It is very, very good. And almost got Maya 2 here.
Please, thank you. Okay. This is probably the boss I have the most trouble with. I will say it took me... The final boss of this game, when I was first learning it, took me a lot longer to beat, probably, to get more consistent at, but it's still pretty tricky. This game does expect you to, like, get damage upgrades, and you don't, so
Yeah,
a lot of the later enemies are pretty tanky, including the final boss.
It expects damage and health upgrades for some reason.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, important note, the fall damage and barrows deals half of your health if you don't have any upgrades.
Yeah, they made the barrows do more fall damage for some reason. I guess it's like one of the last areas in the game, so fair enough. Up here is Void Worm, which is the last boss we need to beat before Seer, which is the final boss. Just a little worm. The head is immune to damage and also reflects bullets, so I don't want to shoot it. Now we can show off that bolt dispenser we just got. I should mention the trinket I got at the start of the run makes me do more damage if I have full health, so the reason I'm often trying to stay up top and not take damage is to maximize that.
Yeah, the game doesn't expect you to have bolt dispenser for this fight, if you're wondering what's going on with that health bar. We do skip several upgrades in this run, including a grapple shorten that lets you fling yourself better, a charge jump. What else am I? It's several guns.
The pistol and the sniper rifle, which you'll get to see me use if we get that incentive for the boss rush.
Yeah, if we get the incentive. If you really like pistols and/or sniper rifles.
What a great segue. I'd like to add we've had a $19.18 donation coming from Bree12am that says this game looks so cool. I want to see the boss rush, and that is going towards the boss rush. So we're now at $35 out of 100 for that. So yeah, do get those donations in before the end of the run if you want to see that. It'd be really exciting to get that showcase. Yeah, thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I adore this game. This game.
Yeah, end of the run will be in like 10 minutes, so get those donations in if you want to see it, or like less than 10 minutes even.
Yeah, this game's
Here we do a
10
funny little
minutes.
skip where if we go to the side here, and we mess up the skip, so I have to kill this guy. You can despawn this guy if you position correctly, but I did not. There we go. He's actually technically faster to kill them anyways, but despawning them is funny. And a lot more consistent for me at this time, so...
Yeah, we gotta
the
show
code
off.
for these bells is the same every time.
So if you've noticed that tall, pale woman with the white hair...
Yeah, she showed up in the pipe.
There's an achievement for not talking to her before the end of the game.
I'm
Because
just
you're
not in a
supposed to
very
talk to her-
talkative mood.
Yeah, you're supposed to talk to her at several points. So I will explain Elflame because you notice things are a little weird here. Elflame has no gravity, except for these pillars of light, which will drag you very harshly in one direction or another. And Elflame also has that double fall damage mechanic.
Yeah.
So some
Actually,
of these
I don't think it
rooms,
does, but maybe I'm just wrong.
it does.
Oh wow.
So some of these rooms are.
I just don't fall
very
out of bounds.
challenging.
I don't know about you.
Yeah. I only know this because I'm worse at the game. That's why she's speedrunning and I'm not.
Okay, anyways, here's another enemy arena. If they'll spawn, don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna see some interesting movement through Elflame.
Yeah, Elflame is definitely one of the weirder portions of the run. Gravity does come back eventually. If you're a big Gravity fan,
Yeah.
that'll be exciting news for you.
It really would be
for one,
odd
am a
if
big
they
fan
made
of Gravity.
you...
Like, I like to walk outside every day.
If they made you fight the final boss without gravity, that really would be a game decision.
I would not like that. Oh no.
That is actually an interesting note. We are not doing true ending for this run, and the true ending fight used to be The arena was just several grapple
It was just
rings?
several things. Like, you just had to grapple in the air the whole time.
Yeah,
but
you
got
just had
the
to
ability-
grapple.
I haven't mentioned it yet, but you could only grapple in the air one time before landing.
Oh, yes.
But for that specific fight, you're able to grapple multiple times. They have since changed the fight to be like a whole, basically platforming segment where you have to go through and destroy all these targets and dodge stuff, whereas before it was kind of just a timed survival.
It was just hanging on rings like those for 10 minutes. You just had to survive 10 minutes.
I think it was more like 3, but yeah.
It feels like 10. It was a
It does feel like 10.
I'm
glad they reworked the boss fight. It's a lot better now.
Yes, it was. Thank you very much. Shoutouts to the devs of this game also. Factstocks, Happy Squared, and Sunny Days are the 3 devs. This game was made by 3 people.
With some of the worst computer setups I've seen in my life.
Yeah, if you go on Factstocks' Twitter or Blue Sky, you will see some very interesting programming setups. But Factstocks commonly makes little games just that interest her, or that she wants to like make art for. And Happy Squared and Sunny Days basically helped her make a longer game than usual. She likes to keep a 2-month dev cycle, which is insane, and I respect her deeply for it. And Happy Squared did a lot of the
Factstock goes by
programming for this
Annalise
game.
now.
Oh, does she go? Okay.
Yeah, Happy
Annalise,
Squared's in the
and-
chat, by the way.
Oh, hi, hello, wow. Hello, hi. I love your game. Thank you so much for making it. And Sunny Days did the music for the game, which is amazing and can be separately purchased along with the art book on Steam. So if you like any of the music,
This is just an elaborate advertisement for.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out the devs.
This is the enemy from Lake earlier that we couldn't damage. We get to damage it now, and we just shoot it a bunch. Anyways, time for Seer. So if you want to donate however much for the boss rush incentive right now to see it, now's your chance.
We've had another $10 anonymous donation going in for it that says, let's get that boss rush. So we're almost halfway there now, $45 out of 100. So yeah, let's get those donos in at the last minute if you do want to see that. That'd be really exciting.
Yeah, this is Seer. She's definitely. This boss took me like 2 hours to learn for the speedrun. She is much harder. Like when you do this in a casual run, you'll have a lot of damage upgrades and such. When you don't, she's very tanky. She has 5 health bars, so it's definitely a process to take her down. And it took me quite a while to get down, but now she's pretty consistent for me. But
yeah, the last time you did this game in a speedrun, I did a bet I would drink hot sauce if you didn't die to her, and that was the first time I've ever seen you do a deathless Seer.
That was not that's the first time you've ever seen me. I had definitely done that.
It was the first time. I know you've done it, but it was the first time I saw it.
But yeah, this first phase, she teleports, she leaves these white gears around. She'll then do a different teleport where she rushes at you, or she'll do one where she does a bunch of bullets. This one, she just kind of floats around and shoots projectiles at you. Which these are kind of open to get hit by the bolt dispenser, which is the main reason we got it. Is really shreds this phase.
It's this one, yeah.
Yeah.
This, we kind of got through the hardest phase already. The first phase of Seer is generally the hardest, at least for the speedrun.
I would say last phase can be a little bit tricky. The movement you have to do to navigate around her takes some practice to get good at. Speaking of which, we're on the last phase. Again, she'll teleport to you and leave these things, but there's less space to navigate around them. You have to just jump straight over them or use the grapple points. This next one, she shoots lasers at you that do like all of your health, and then she teleports back and forth, shoots these bullet waves, and repeats the cycle. I have to do this. I get around that.
The bullet waves provide a nice chance to heal, which otherwise is non-existent in this fight, which is nice. Oh,
gosh darn it. Okay.
See.
It's just more time for you to get those donations in.
Yeah, extra time to get those donations in.
Come on, come on. There's so many more cool bosses in this that you could come see.
Yeah. There's so many robots, so many fairy. Does the boss rush include the update bosses?
No.
Or is it just base game?
I can
Okay,
technically
it's just
play
the
them
base game.
separately, but I haven't practiced them at all, and I don't know if I would succeed because they're actually pretty hard.
Yeah,
Likewise,
once
for the
again-
revamp final boss, I was taking a quick, trying to run through it, and I was like, I'm not consistent at this, so
Mhm.
it would just be the bosses from the main rush.
Yeah, the updates for this game are amazing. They're fantastically hard. It just feels like bi-monthly the Rusted Moss Steps will drop basically another game in the update
Yeah, no,
files.
Yeah, I will say, like, the DLC, like, hard zone I was talking about, that took me, like, 5 or 6 hours to get through, which is around, like, the amount of time it took me to beat the game. Maybe a little bit less.
Yeah. Also, we keep switching between update and DLC. Important note, it's all been free. They just randomly update this.
Yeah, they have a couple extra modes where you play as different characters, so you can play as Maya, you can play as Amelia.
Yeah,
They're a little less fleshed out, like, game mechanic-wise, but they work.
yeah. Yeah, and they made a plat fighter I mentioned briefly earlier where they just ported over several characters and made a fun little plat fighter. It's nice seeing how much the devs love their own project and how much fun they continue to have with it.
I'm at low health.
You
Okay,
got
okay,
this. This is the easy part, remember?
True. It's not.
Very good dodge there.
Also, music for the boss fight is awesome.
Yes, very much so. Thank you, Sunny Days. The music for this game is fantastic.
Cool. Now we're gonna
And-
absorb power for ourselves, and it'll be time.
Yeah.
And as soon as it, there we go. Time.
Yeah. And Fern becomes the Fairy Queen. And does very good decisions with it.
Cool. That's Rusted Moss.
Yeah. And I didn't know it skipped the ending cutscene on speedrun mode.
Yeah, it skips the ending cutscene. It skips like Vivos dialogue. I'm guessing we didn't make the incentive.
We got halfway.
I'm afraid not, yeah. Just about halfway.
Such is life.
Unfortunate.
Thank you both so much for that showcase anyway. That game looks really sick. Definitely.
is.
I always come away from Archiethon with my Steam wish list about 10 games longer. And this is absolutely going to be one of them this year, I'm sure.
Yeah. No, I always like to show this
Yeah.
game off, partially for that reason, because a lot of people don't know this game exists, and I'm like, I think a lot of people will like this game.
Oh yeah. This game is amazing. I can't praise it enough. I adore this game truly.
Well, thank you all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do either of you have any shout-outs you'd like to make?
Shout outs to developers. Shout outs to my co-commentator Fern. Shout outs to the rest of the Boss community. Shout outs to a liar in the Discord who sent me a new route for this category like yesterday and gave me a video to review so I can improve a couple of shots just before the run. And yeah, it was thank you all for watching.
Yeah, thank you all.
Thank you so much, and
Bye-bye.
yeah, appreciate that. That is going to be the end of my hosting shift for today as well. I believe I am handing over to Julot now, who you may recall from the Fury speedrun that we had yesterday. And yeah, Julot's going to be taking you through the next bunch of runs that we've got. So yeah, thanks everyone for having me. Thanks for getting those donations in while I've been on my hosting shift. And yeah, I hope everyone has a really good rest of their Archiethon Saturday. See ya.
Okay, hello everyone. Yeah. Hi, my name is Julie, and I'll be hosting for the next 2 runs for you. I hope everyone is doing well. And yeah, exciting run we just saw. We love a good game with a grapple hook. Yeah. So we have upcoming runs soon. In a moment we will see Dragon running Lootbox Live, a short but like complicated or fun Metroidvania platformer. Followed by April as our running Super Mario 63, and after that we have Flying Ludicolo playing I Am Your Beast. So lots of stuff to be excited about. Yeah, I hope you're looking forward to it. And I just got the message. We opened a new bid war. After the 3 runs that I just talked about, we will see The Simpsons Hit and Run. And there's a bid war open about the outfit for Homer. So if you want to see a specific outfit, you should totally donate for that. We have either a casual outfit, a Mumu outfit, or the chosen one. Lots of fun things to go for, and yeah, surely there's something you want to see in particular. Yeah. On the topic of donations, everything will go to Point of Pride, a organization that gives fun, that supports trans people and queer people that do not get the chance to get gender affirming care. And yeah, the heart of Point of Pride's mission is to provide powerful affirmation for trans people. They serve the members of the community who face the biggest challenges in accessing the care they need, taking an equity-based approach to address the failures of unequal levels of privilege and access. So I do think that is a great cause to go for, and every dollar helps. So yeah, you don't have to donate a lot, but everything you can and are willing to give is a huge help for people in need.